This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard. Period. From Boston.
Chat.
Broadcasting all over the world. Send the soy boys home. 'Cause we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Drop down, let me give it to you.
This is the Joe Cronin Show. Now, here's Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin.
What's up, you crazy bunch of crazy people? It's the AEW review. And you knew that I was gonna be just loaded down below, baby. Yeah. What's up, chat? Happy birthday to my co-host, Jake, who's celebrating by being in a hospital right now. But that being said, I will be doing something for his birthday tonight or tomorrow. And I can't wait, man. I'm excited. Once again, people heard the update earlier today. Thank you to the people that did. If you guys are brand new, what you need to do, because we're live after every single AEW event, and we're live after every WWE event as well since 2012. It's the longest running live review show on YouTube. Go back and take a look for yourself if you don't believe it. I am happy to be able to say that and to be able to still be doing this many years later. We're almost approaching 10 years in a row. Live reviews after wrestling. AEW sparked a new life in all of us, and Jake loves it. And again, Jake had he had a problem, but for 2 weeks they thought he had a lung infection, but he actually has a pulmonary embolism in his lung or in his body, and they're working that out in the hospital now, unfortunately on his birthday, so he won't be here, obviously, but thank goodness they caught this, because it would have been really bad if they didn't catch it, and it's still scary right now. But, I will share the love on his birthday. We have the links down below to Elements and Labs, and, of course, to the other thing we have is the Superchats on, and I relisted some of the new donos down below. I'm testing a new selection of them, and I'm coming up with new ones. So take a look in the description at the top 1, 2, 3, the 4, 5, 8, 10, 27, 31, and 100. Plus, there's a new $25 birthday one for him. A lot of people wanted something fun for him today, since he will be watching probably from the hospital bed, potentially. And so I called it Jake BDAY. So anyway, let's get into this, man. I thought tonight was really good on the promos. The promos tonight on AEW, dude. There was some savagery on some of these. They weren't I didn't have the greatest time, I thought, but just the promos were entertaining. The opening match was great, and I still think that they could have done more. I just like WWE, I've always got some criticism. I thought tonight was a 6 or a 7, but I thought tonight could have been an 8 or a 9 if they had one more match that was fire. I like the tributes to John Huber, Brody Lee. I like that his wife was involved with his kid. That was fun to watch, exciting. I like that it didn't dominate the show to make me sad, but it did. It was felt, and the presence was there, because it still doesn't feel like, Brody Lee. It just doesn't feel like he's gone still. So I only imagine what the family feels like. I felt the same way when I lost my father when I was 8. I kept thinking that any minute he was going to come walking in the door, no, this isn't real, you know what I mean? And I would have these little delusional moments of, so just when I see a kid lose his father, it really bothers me, because it makes me think of, my childhood or whatever, so probably get some PTSD, but best in the world, CM Punk coming out at the beginning, pops the crowd, fakes the stage diving jump, comes out with the Rancid t-shirt, or the Rancid sweatshirt. That was fire. Some people were ready to catch Punk, but some were not. I looked at some of those guys in the crowd. Some of those guys would have gotten clobbered. It would have been clobbering time on their ass out in that audience. I was a little concerned for them. You know, like, I was like, oh, man, they're going to, you know, someone's going to get dropped. Somebody is getting dropped, brother. What's up to the chat? How you guys doing? I hope everybody in the chat feels good. It is. I wish Jake was here to celebrate his birthday on the show. Obviously, because it's always fun when someone gets to celebrate a birthday.
Super chat party.
The super chat party coming in from Raw Dog. Oh yeah. Oh, I enjoy that. Raw Dog. What's up, Raw Dog? Just want to wish the man, the myth, the legend, Jake, a happy birthday. Get well soon, my guy. Thank you to Raw Dog. Not exactly sure why that didn't read out loud, but I'll read it for you. Thank you, Raw Dog, for that. I'll try to fix that. You're the best, brother. What's up with you? Want to get crazy, Raw Dog? I appreciate it. Yeah, man, this was a wild show tonight. I really did, you know, appreciate the promos. Some of the savagery of the promos tonight was fire. So, super happy about that. 339-226-6610 if you guys want to talk about AEW tonight. Be more than happy to talk to you guys tonight about AEW, and I've got some other things to say. I can't believe Miro lost, man. I'm right there, too, man. This was I thought Sammy Guevara eventually would do something like this, and it would be an exciting moment, a fun moment, whatever you want to say. But I did not expect it to happen tonight. Did not expect it to happen tonight. I was shocked. I was very shocked about it, no doubt about it. Like, it was... Like, I mean... I was shocked. I can't say it enough that it's like I did not think that they would do it tonight. I thought, you know, Miro might hold this thing for a long time, and I was shocked. I was almost like, oh, he won. Oh my God, it's over. Okay, you know, I was a bit shocked about it there. Oh man, that was surprising. But the crowd, but the pop for Adam Cole, dude, that was a crazy pop.
Super chat party.
Super chat party, baby. What's up?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Donnie Murdoch, $2. You going to watch Nick Gage versus Mox on October 9th? I don't think so, but I mean maybe. You know, I'm not 100% on that yet. I don't think so, probably, because I haven't been really going anywhere recently. You know what I mean? And why would I go to that at this point? I'm so busy. I've just been way too busy to do anything. So, you know, I doubt it just because of how busy I've been. You know? But if you're going, you know, enjoy it, baby. You have a good time. You get weird. And let me just go ahead and fix the text to speech because it's driving me nuts. There you go. I'll fix it for you. All right. That should work now. I don't know why it was off. I thought that, you know, at first, I mean, I honestly, dude, I don't know if this is true, but maybe you guys could tell me this. Maybe you guys noticed this, but did you guys notice that, like, Adam Cole got a bigger pop, I think, than CM Punk. I mean, CM Punk got a big pop, but I mean, Adam Cole's pop was like, boom. They were like, let's go. And then they had a nice long match, you know, to be honest. They had a good long match. Aubrey Edwards drove me nuts, though. I don't know what it was, man. I don't know what it is about her. Sometimes she's really good, and I really do enjoy her. But there are other times, man, sometimes where Aubrey is like, I don't know, she's so animated and woo, like, and she's going everywhere. And it, like, distracts the hell out of me. And it's weird because I think 80% of the time I feel like she's, like, a really good referee, and I really enjoy Aubrey. I think she's good. But there's 25% of the time where she's so, like, weirdly animated all over and, like, does this. I hate all the referees that do that. I don't understand that. When they're tilt-a-whirling on the outside and someone gets clotheslined off, the referee's going, ooh. It's like, what are you, dude, what are you doing? Nobody would do that. Would you ever see a UFC ref going, oh, you won't see that. Don't do it. It's funny how wrestling has taken so many things now from New Japan Pro Wrestling and so many things from UFC. But the one thing they seemingly don't take is the theatrics. They take theatrics. Like, wrestling was already pretty theatrical. But now in the ring, a lot of times the wrestling is less theatrical and more stiff. But the referees have become more theatrical. And I don't understand that part of it. The referees should be referees, cold-calculated referees. So it's like, I don't understand why that part of it is happening that way. I know Kenny Omega has quite a lot of theatrics with his little divey rolling around. I'm sorry. I'm going to have a goddamn fucking meltdown live on my show in a minute. Let's go to the donos.
Here's some money for Jake. Here's some money for Jake. Happy birthday, please don't die. Here's some money for Jake.
Oh, no.
Happy birthday.
Wow, King Crimson coming in with $25, man. Thank you so much, King Crimson. Appreciate it, brother. I got to obviously turn the sound, the talking on there, too, man. Thank you so much for the $25. 8 out of 10 for me tonight. The promos were definitely savage fire tonight. Crowd definitely ate up the matches, and we have a new TNT champion. Happy birthday, Jake. Get well soon, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Crimson, for the dono, brother. Let me get the text-to-speech to work. I don't know why it was off. Who should we go with? I've been redoing a lot of different donos and stuff like that. I just don't know who I want to be the new reader of the donos. So I've been sifting through those. Let's try Joey, since that's my name.
Hello, my name is Joey.
Joey sounds like he's got specialness. So let's go with Joey. Sounds like he's special. I'm special, so why not go with Joey? And my name's Joe too. Tony needs to do something about these refs. They are annoying in AEW, says Derek Johnson. They're never going to, though, because they love them so much. They molest the referees. Guys, if you're brand new, hit that sub button down below and subscribe to the channel. We're live every single AEW review after AEW. And, of course, we are also live after every WWE event as well. Happy birthday to Jake. If he's watching late, I don't know. Happy birthday to Jake, and thank you to Jake for, sending me the Halo. He gave me a birthday present. It's his friggin' birthday, and he sends me a birthday present. He gives me the code to the new Halo beta, so I'm going to be able to play Halo. We're going to have a party on Halo on the weekend with Troy and everybody. It'll be a lot of fun. Where's Kip Sabian? Who cares? He's boring, El Campio. Rochester made some noise tonight. Yeah, Rochester was fire. They really exploded for Adam Cole, man. That pop for Adam Cole. Where's the pop for Adam Cole? Let's pull that up. Because Punk was great. But when Adam Cole's music hit, dude, that place exploded. Let's see if we can hear the moment where they absolutely friggin' just exploded, dude. It was crazy. Let me see if I can find it, because it was fire, dude. When that music hit, like it popped, bro. Let's see if we can hear it. I like CM Punk on the mic a bit. I wish he poured in a little more sarcasm. I wish Punk threw out a little more sarcasm out there. He's close though. He doesn't go nuts, but so CM Punk's music is playing right there. People are listen to this though. Ready? This is a wow, bro. That is a super pop and a half coming out there for Adam Cole. So that was sick, dude. Promos were sick tonight. The opening match wasn't like a classic or anything, but it was a good, solid opening match. What would you guys give the opening match out of 10? Leave it in the comments right now. Drop it in the comments right now and let me know what you guys would give this opening show or this opening match. I just think the promos won tonight. I don't think any wrestling really was capable of winning tonight. I think we just got a lot of exposition and a lot of good promos and savagery on the promos potentially. But, I just didn't think that we had a lot of, we really didn't. We're missing another good match tonight, I think. Although the Miro one with Sammy Guevara was pretty good, it just started feeling a bit rushed. And I don't know if that's me. Maybe that's just me. And what was the best match tonight? Let me know that, too. I want to know what was the best match tonight in the chat. So I see a lot of people saying a lot of things right now. I see Rochester, New York, blah, blah, blah. DeMarco's good people, productions, fact. Blah, blah, blah. I'm looking for, let me see. I'm looking for numbers, though. 7, 8, 6, 8. A lot of people giving tonight an 8, dude. I mean, I'm somewhere around a 7 for tonight. But, yeah, I do see a lot of people giving it an 8. That's a pretty crazy rating, bro. You're giving this shit a fucking an 8. Like, that's a good rating. I expected to see maybe a lot of 7s, but it does seem like a lot of you guys are giving this a big, big rating tonight. People are super happy. I mean, that just tells me, man, how much people just love, this product. It's amazing how much people love the product. To give it that big of a rating constantly, That's crazy. Look at that. Holy shit, brother. Jesus, look at those things. 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7, 6, 8. There's a lot. So I'm probably at a 7. So I'm somewhere in the middle, lower end of you guys. But, I think we're on the same page pretty much, though. At this point. We're somewhere around the same, or at least we're close enough. Man, thank you so much to King Crimson for the $25 donation. We have a brand new $25 King Crimson donation tonight from him, and it's for Jake. It's a happy birthday, Jake, $25 donation. The link is up on the top of the chat, and you'll be able to see it as well in the super. Well, you won't see it on the super chat form, but if you want a super chat, you can feel free to super chat. You do what you guys want to do. Let me know. And drop whatever you want to drop. Let's go back to the donos right now. I'm going to open the phone lines in a few minutes, too, guys. What do you think? In the chat, hit the like button. Hit that like button, stick the thumb up my rectum, and hit that sub button and become a subscriber tonight. I'd love to have you as a sub tonight, live after every single Dynamite on Wednesday nights.
Super Chat Party!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Can we get a take in Hitman's voice?
Well, the Hitman Hart tonight thought the wrestling was pretty good. I probably would have liked this product a little bit better if CM Punk had dove into the crowd, maybe killed a child.
Oh, okay. Oh, my God. CM Punk. I'm sorry. Bret the Hitman Hart. What the hell's wrong with you? Why would you say that, Bret?
Well, I say what I want to say when I come on here, and the fact is, if I was in the ring with Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, I'd mop the floor with him because he'd be in the ring with the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Yeah, motherfucker, here we go. Everyone knows I'm out the window. Yep, yo, motherfucker, no romance because there ain't no chance in my happy pants. You per chance, come and take this dance and leave me here. I'm a bad motherfucker.
Oh, no.
No fear. What the time? What's the time, motherfucker? Time, motherfucker.
GLOCK Oclock.
Put it in a happy rhyme, motherfucker. It's GLOCK Oclock. Bang, bang, tick tock. Frog in a sock. Oil shock. 2 on consignment, 1 in stock. What's the time, motherfucker?
It's GLOCK Oclock.
I said GLOCK Oclock.
We got. Happy birthday, Jake. Hope you are doing better, and I hope your fucking doctors don't make another fuck up this time. Tonight's show is actually really good. 7 out of 10 promos were on point, but double A threw me the fuck off, and I thought he was gonna eat shit.
Sucks when I have to read the donos, right? Come on. Appreciate that, man. I guess, I banned the F word because I didn't want to get, hit up for F word stuff, but, I don't know. It kind of does make it lame, doesn't it? Why can't they like insert a beep? That'd be cool. When the word comes up, it just goes beep. Like what? That shouldn't be hard to figure out. That shouldn't be hard to figure out. Come on, guys, get that worked out, man. Get that worked out for us. You can do it over there. Come on. New $25 Jake donation. $25 birthday Jake donation. Jake is in the hospital. I don't know when I'm going to get Jake for his birthday, but I'm waiting till he gets out, or I may just go pay him a visit. I don't know. Depending on how crazy busy I am at the work schedule this week, we'll see what's up, man. But nothing better than Berwick shooting it up, baby. Thank you to Soundwave92, you beast, Soundwave. How have you been, brother? You're the best, dude. What did you say at the end there? Because it cut it off. He said, I thought he was going to pull a gun. Yeah, the promos tonight were great, too. I love the promos. Darby Allin, Darby Allin's still shaky. He goes out there and he tries to. Darby Allin is good with the visuals, and the metaphoric, like, and the weird, like the metaphors and the visuals and there's another word. I can't think of the goddamn word because I'm an idiot, but you know what I mean? He does a lot of imagery stuff, does Darby. And he's not the best on the promo, so he still wasn't the best tonight, but he held his own enough with MJF. But unfortunately, MJF really did bring it, and he sort of didn't. I wish that he had said something like, wow, MJF, that was great. When so you're just going to go there with my uncle's dead and all this other stuff. So why don't you just tell it? You just told the entire world something the entire world's known since the day I got here, because it's been my story since day one. So I like how you came out here and just told everybody what they already knew about my past. But all you did was prove just how indestructible I am. And the other thing you proved is how much of a dumb jackass you are. And quite honestly, MJF, if you had been in that car accident, you probably would have died. Because you're a bitch. Or whatever the fuck. Something like that. Why couldn't Darby say something like that? Like, fact of the matter is, MJF, if you'd been in the car, you would have died because whatever the fuck. But it's just like he didn't say, it was just kind of like, your words can't hurt me. Which I get. They're going with the whole, like, you can't hurt me, bully. Like, okay, I get it. It's cool, but, we could have done a little more, I thought. Especially knowing that you're in there with a crazy promo. You know what I mean? What Darby said is about what I expected him to say. I almost expected him maybe not to even say anything, because I know how he's not the best on the promos. And so that's why I wish that, he had gone out there and said, yeah, you just told the whole world something they already knew, but I'll tell you something you didn't know. If you had been in the car accident, you'd be dead because you're weak. I'm indestructible. That's why one of your favorite moves is this move. You like to do a slam, or you like to do this. I do a coffin drop. You like to talk trash. I like to prove things by my actions. You like to, drop kick a guy in the middle of the ring. I like to suicide dive kamikaze style through the ropes and destroy somebody recklessly. Everything you do is safe. Your life, the way you live, the way you were raised, it's all safe. You know what I mean? You could never hang with the type of life that I have. You couldn't skateboard. You couldn't skate. You couldn't, you could just bring up all these little things if you wanted to, or just even a little bit of what I'm trying to say here. Just something. I think that I would have liked something like that. But shout out to the chat, man. Thank you guys for the support. And Jake, again, pulmonary embolism for the people that weren't here. People asking about his lungs and stuff like that in his chest. They don't know what they're going to do with Jake's stomach yet. They have to wait. They said he had a pneumonia. You guys knew he had a pneumonia for a couple of weeks. He went in, and they eventually figured out earlier that they were like, oh, shit, it's not no wonder he's been throwing up and puking from all the drugs they've been giving him. And they're like, it's not working. What the hell's going on? And then they looked again, and they were like, oh, you don't have a pneumonia. You have a pulmonary embolism. I don't know what kind of dumbass doctors we're talking about here, but they couldn't figure it out, and they finally found it. Thank God they found it, because that would have been really bad. That's a bad thing that can go to your brain. And so they have to do all that and fix the pulmonary embolism in Jake's lung before they can operate or figure out what they're going to do for the stomach issue. That's a separate issue. So they were waiting for the pneumonia to go away so they could get into the stomach stuff. But now they can't because it's not a pneumonia, it's a pulmonary embolism. Jesse has a separated detached retina thing with his eye and is having surgery Friday and right now can barely see. That's the update on the boys. And it's Jake's birthday today, and he's in a hospital. So there, for the people asking over and over again, that is the update. Thank you so much for asking. Hit him up on Twitter at Countdown Ended. Jesse's in the Discord, and Jake's been in once in a while too. But obviously, hard for him to get a hold of his phone in the hospital with where he is right now. Probably watching. Happy birthday, Jake. We love you, and I will jerk you off when you're out of the hospital. Hell, I may have to come to the hospital and jerk you off in the hospital. I may have to jerk Jake off in the hospital.
You donated $50. I'm gonna take my dick out because you donated
speaking of that,
$50. You donated $50, motherfucker boy. I'm a rich motherfucker.
Also, Darby versus MJF is gonna be an awesome feud, but I really was shocked Sammy won tonight. I didn't expect that at all. That tornado DDT was fucking insane, but I gotta say the crowd was fire all night. I personally loved the Kenny No Balls chant the most.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Kenny No Balls. What's up, Soundwave 92? Now I hit the wrong button on the narrator. I'm a mess, bro. Oh, my God. Yo. Soundwave 92, thank you so much for the $50, man. And as Soundwave actually hits me with that $50, I agree with you. I love the chants. I thought it was funny. Kenny No Balls. They also were, and later at Dan Lambert, they chanted "Shut the F up" to Dan Lambert. Okay, Jake just texted me, actually. He's texting me from the hospital. Jake says he loves the donation, by the way. I knew you'd like that, Jake. I knew you'd like it. The new $25 Jake donation. I knew that Jake would like the new $25 dono. Now, the new $25 dono only works on the link above in the chat. Sorry. My bad. It only works up there. So far, I will have it working everywhere soon, but I'm revamping all the things to refresh the alerts. Jake says, Dono's hilarious. Thanks, baby. No COVID either. Finally got that back. So Jake got his COVID test back. Doesn't have COVID. Though I have the clots in my lung, my clotting factor in my blood is taking too long to clot, so I am now at risk for internal bleeding. Waiting for interventional radiology to come see me. What the hell does that mean? Sorry to overload you. The doc just updated me now. What are you sending me, though? Anticoagulant value, no anticoagulant meds? What does this mean? Is this good? What's up, baby? Let me know what's going on, man. Feel free to update me all the time, dude. I'm always wondering, so feel free to, You don't have to, though. Take your time, rest and stuff, but update me whenever you want. I'll be here looking, All right, there's Jake updating me as we speak. I love that Kenny Omega wore the belt later on too. I love when he wears the belt. I love the belt is so just so beautiful. I like when we don't see it all the time, but I do like it in these situations. I love when we see the belt. Look at that thing. That is the most beautiful belt. And then when you look at the classic colors of the years, 2018, 19, 20, and 21, just loving to go back to the retro 80s with the weird, the blue and the teal blue and the pink laces on the shoes. I love Kenny Omega's douchey shoes. Got the shirt to match and then the AEW title. They just look ridiculous. I mean, all these guys together. I love that championship belt. I thought the Kenny Omega promo, this was one of the better Omega promos, man. He's getting better at being the heel. Like more serious, kind of, a little bit. Not always, but a little bit. And
to me, I say, that's cool, but see if I care. Bryan Danielson, you took me to my limit. I'll give that to you. You kicked me in my chest. You kicked me in my belly.
You kicked me in my belly? I'll kick you in your belly. Don't make me kick you in your belly.
Oh, yeah?
Shout out to the Soundwave 92 for the brand new $27. The new $27 GLOCK Oclock donation. And King Crimson for the $25 Jake happy birthday dono as well.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Oh.
Get well soon, Jake. Happy birthday.
Oh, Crazy Horse with a $3 happy birthday to Jake. Thank you, Crazy Horse. Much appreciated, brother. Looks like your little ass needs a shaving. You know, go have another shaving. Go shave yourself. I love you. I love you so much. Did you enjoy AEW tonight? We're going to put the poll up now and find out what you guys officially say. I love to have the poll up, and I forgot to put it up earlier. Sorry, I was running up against it, trying to get the kids to bed as the show was coming to an end. And so I was really up against it tonight. It's okay. I love when people select it's okay. Horrible.
Super Chat Party!
Woo!
Oh, yeah?
Sammy just shaggling Bobby Fish.
Sammy Guevara challenged Bobby Fish. Bring in the cripple Bobby Fish, everybody. Oh, shit. Oh, was that during, he challenged Bobby Fish during the break? Oh, no, afterwards, during the Cody Rhodes show, or whatever that is. Okay. Wow. Okay, all right, I'll put that, I'll update that on the top here. That's funny. I mean, listen, cool, I guess, but...
I feel like an adult watching 7/10 HBD Jake.
Thank you so much to Mark Milano. What's up, Mark? Happy birthday to Jake. Yeah, you feel like an adult. You watch Raw, you feel like you're a baby. Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Omega's here!
We plan the spot all day. I want you to jam it in. Oh, it's in your bunghole. Oh, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole. Oh, it's in your bunghole.
Whoa.
Happy birthday, Jake. Bobby Fish is next week. Bobby versus Sammy for the TNT title. Holy shit. This is for you, DeMarco.
That voice reader is very weird. D. Wells, thank you so much. Bombs away to Jake DeMarco. At least he can smile at the PayPal transfer. You know, something to smile at. D. Welsh, thank you, dude. Holy Christ, brother. That is the top dono dog tonight. Thank you.
Billy, you cunt! Frog off!
Hey Joe, I have a Glock 2 and I'm going to spray that jungle elf Colonel Krako's brains all over his jungle
Oh my
mud hut.
God. Jesus Christ, AJ Adams. I love George of the Jungle, man. Or Jungle Book. Or Jumanji. Jumanji's nice. AJ Adams, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Much appreciated, dude. Go take a look, AJ Adams. You savage meat pie. So far, we have 109 votes. AJ Adams, thanks for the dono. It was amazing, 48%. It was okay, 41%. Seems like you guys split there. Nobody thought it was horrible, obviously, so far. And I think I'm probably at the it was okay. It was pretty good. Probably like somewhere between it's okay and it's amazing.
Billy, you cunt! Frog off!
Frog
People
off.
said Bobby Fish was which was incorrect. So correcting myself. Sammy will have a title match next week but not Bobby. Stupid idiots in the chat.
People said Bobby Fish was AEW, which was incorrect. So correcting myself, Sammy will have an AEW title match next week, but not Bobby, stupid idiots in the chat. Oh, really? I'm confused. He didn't challenge Bobby Fish? Oh. Should I change that? I thought you said that he challenged Bobby Fish. Wait a minute. Who did he challenge? I was just going through the show looking for it.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
We have been quiet long enough about the turnbuckle incident. It was not a spot. We messed up bad, Joe. An hour before opening we let an Ohio native test the ring and turnbuckles. He is no by bullfrog. He must have busted it and we failed to notice it.
Oh my God, oh my God, the stupid WWE event staff. Now we know why Finn Balor fell. Now we know why Finn Balor fell, because of the stupid WWE event staff. I can't believe how dumb they are. Why did you guys let this happen? Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, we got a new subscriber, yeah.
Yes.
Freak out.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Ishmael, thanks for subbing to the channel, man.
Freak out, brother.
What's up, man? 70,300 and something. I have no idea. I'm at some kind of crazy number. I don't know. Thank you, Ishmael. What's going on, man? And if you're wondering, we're talking about my co-host all night. It's his birthday, but he's in the hospital. So for the people that are coming in new and they're like, what is he talking about? Who's in the hospital? Not a wrestler. Someone said, what wrestler's in the hospital? No wrestlers in the hospital. We're just doing this. Then Daniel Bryan comes out, faces Kenny Omega. He cuts a pretty decent promo, but once again, you know, the heels are just more interesting on the promos most of the time. The Kenny No Balls thing worked. You know, Daniel's a little cringy, but he's good. Pretty good enough, you know. You know, Daniel's never been the best on the promo, but he's, you know, a nice little 6, 7 out of 10 on the promo. It's all about the match, though. He's really good in the ring. I just couldn't care less for this tag team titles challenge interview thing that happened. And then Cody Rhodes comes out.
Hello! Billy, you cunt! Hello!
G. Welsh.
Hello! Frog off!
Recorrection again. Next week, Sammy versus Bobby Fish for the title. Bobby just said on Twitter, I'll be the first to challenge him next week.
What the hell is going on, guys? Is this a troll D. Welsh? Or is this a real D. Welsh? Like, what the hell are you... What? What are you saying? Bobby Fish is challenging AEW now for the AEW title? What the hell's going on? Come on, I'm lost now at this point. What is going on? Oh my God, bro. Everybody knows I'm out the window.
Super chat party!
Boom.
Oh, yeah?
Joe, do you miss seeing me with the wing eagle belt?
I do, Brett. Brett the Hitman Hart with the $2, man. I do miss you. I miss you, man.
You know I'd be better than any of these damn Americans with the title. Fact of the matter is, you can always tell an American champion because they suck on ice.
I don't know. All right, Brett. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate it. We love you. Cody comes out, the American Nightmare. And he comes out, and they have this tag match that really just goes nowhere for me. You know, the crowd is booing Cody Rhodes. I mean, listen, I like Cody. I'm still a Cody fan. I still love Cody. Still like him, cheering for him, blah, blah, blah. The crowd's cheering like F Cody. They're booing Cody. They're just pissing on Cody. They're shitting on Cody. You know, they're crapping on Cody. They're pissing on Cody. They're shitting on Cody. They're pissing. They're shitting. They're dicking. They're micking. They're flicking. They're ficking. They were just destroying Cody tonight. They were like, no, we don't like you. And Cody's like doing the whole, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you guys must be booing the other guy. Like, Cody Rhodes is actually playing it, and I don't know if this is on purpose or not. But Cody Rhodes is playing this like he's John Cena, which is even more irritating. And they may know that. They may be doing this on purpose. But Cody Rhodes is playing this exactly like Cena would. Cena sucks. Remember at the beginning when they first booed Cena and said Cena sucks? Cena would just smile and be like, really, some of y'all? Well, anyway, I know I'm John Cena. He would just like he wouldn't even acknowledge it really. It was just like, no, you love me. It's okay. You love me. And it was like, oh, I want to fucking choke John Cena. Like you couldn't stand him. That's what Cody's kind of doing here. And this crowd is just like ready to eat ass. Like they're just ready to destroy, like for some reason. Destroy Cody at this point.
Super Chat Party!
Thank you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Simpleton's confusing Joe, so let me clear it up. Bobby Fish versus Sam is versus Sammy Guevara for TNT title next week. Not that hard. Stop confusing Joe.
Jesus. Okay, Bobby Fish versus Sam wait a minute. Bobby Fish versus Sammy Guevara for the TNT title next week. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I originally thought. Okay, so it's what we thought. They are who we thought they were. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. We figured it out thanks to James Mesner. Oh, my God. I mean, talk about enraging. Thanks to James Mesner, man. Thank you so much, James. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel and me. But the real story here wasn't the match. The real story with Cody Rhodes was at the very end of the match with the Arn Anderson promo. Jesus Christ, Arn Anderson's a psycho. He's a psychopath, bro. He was like,
Came into our life. He has systematically destroyed every one of us.
Arn Anderson was on fire, man. He's like, yo, if you got carjacked, you just say, take the car, don't hurt me. If I got carjacked, I'm blowing their brains out in the road. Like, it was like, whoa, like, fucking Arn Anderson's killing people. Like, oh my God, Arn Anderson's a murderer. Like, it was like, I don't know, it was wild, man. I thought that was funny. That was some crazy shit that Arn was saying to fucking Cody, dude. I was like, wow. Oh my God, bro. Yo, I would blow their brains out, Cody. Man, Arn Anderson is messed up. Dude, never mess with a guy who wears a polo shirt and then wears a weird, like, wool vest over it. You know what I mean? Never fuck with a guy who wears a wool vest over a polo shirt. You don't know what the hell they're capable of, dude. That guy's insane, right? Like, you got to be some kind of psycho to wear a weird wool vest, zipper vest, on top of a polo shirt that's sleeveless. Like, I mean, you know, like, what's going on with that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, for all we know, that's a bulletproof vest because he's ready for action at any time. And then he's got the Glock. It's GLOCK Oclock for Arn Anderson. Someone said that on Twitter to me, actually. I died, dude. It's GLOCK Oclock. This was GLOCK Oclock for Arn Anderson on Twitter, bro. Oh, man, that kills me. But, yeah, that was good. I thought that was pretty good. But, again, the fans are just kind of like, nah, fuck it. We don't like you. You know? We're not digging Cody anymore. I am. I still love Cody. Comes out, I get pie pop. I wanted him to keep being the John Cena thing or the Hulk Hogan of AEW. That's just me, though. I know that a lot of you guys don't agree with that. In fact, maybe that'll be our next poll. We'll find out how many of you guys want that. I want to cheer Cody. I want adrenaline in my soul. Every thought out of control. I want to get fire. Yeah, Cody's here. And I don't even agree with Cody on some of his weird, you know, woke stuff. I don't even agree with him on that stuff. We don't relate. But there's some things I do relate to Cody on, like Star Trek and shit like that. But there are some things where he's a little bit cringe, no doubt about it. But when it comes to him coming out there to the ring, I enjoy him. I really do. But I feel like the people are growing with animosity towards him, and they want him. But what you can't deny, here's what you can't deny. The people want him to go heel. The people want him to turn heel because they want to boo him for whatever reason. I mean, it doesn't get more authentic than this in wrestling. It does not get more authentic than this in wrestling. That the fans, literally, here's a guy who helped create this company, and it's to the point where the fans are trying to boo him. Because basically he seems pompous. He seems arrogant, pompous, know-it-all, pretentious, and hypocritical. Those are all the reasons, the real reasons that people are starting to not like Cody and haven't liked him and whatever. And I said this might happen, by the way. Want to go back 3 years or 2 years? When he said, Vince Russo, blah, blah, blah. Nah, bro, nah, we're not going to be doing that stuff. That was, Attitude Era is the worst, man. That stuff's not in anymore, dude. Nah, that's out. Shock Factor's out the window, man. Yeah, no, we don't do that. And then proceeded to have penises, blood, dicks, sexy women, weird shit. Like, right after he said that, over and over again. And he's been at the forefront of, this new world. And it's just not, it's BS. Everyone sees through it, or they feel that you're fake. That's what it is. If Cody was wondering, why are people turning on me? Cody, I won't turn on you. I'll still cheer for you. Despite all your problems and faults, I will still cheer for you. But most people don't want to anymore. They want to boo Cody Rhodes because they've seen enough. They've seen enough of the Miracle Kid. They've seen enough of the pretentious leader, Mr. SJW, Mr. Racial equality guy, Mr. Be this good and whatever. Like they've had enough of it. They've had enough of whatever he and Brandy are. Similar to how people kind of boo Stephanie McMahon at this point. They're sort of seeing the way the wrestling fans cheer Shane McMahon, but kind of boo Stephanie McMahon at this point, is the same way that the wrestling fans right now, many of them, see Brandy and Cody. Now, if something happened and Brandy and Cody had a problem and they had to come to the ring to say, we have to take a step away where something bad happened, the fans would just pour out with love. They really do love Cody and Brandy. We all really do love Cody and Brandy, but it's this pretentiousness and this superiority thing and know-it-all and in-your-face pretentiousness that's made people want to boo these guys. Now they boo Shane, you're right, that's true. But, it doesn't get any realer than this. The fans who were like, Cody Rhodes, remember the gif with him saying, like, hey, who's out there? Who's coming to AEW? It's Cody Rhodes. And everybody loved it. Now it's like people are turning their back on Cody. They're booing Cody. It's like when they booed Mick Foley. I don't know, man. And the fans want it. Are you going to give the fans what they want? Because what they want is to boo you, which is surprising to me still. It is. It's surprising to me that the fans want to boo Cody, especially after all the love fest and the love making. We have another dono in here. I'm going to pull it up here real quick. Just bear with me 1 second while I get it up here. Let's go ahead and get it. It'll only take me 1 second. Oh my God. Can I get it to go? This is stuff I could do. This is a big reason why I love when Jake used to co-host with me all the time, because I could do little things while he was talking and I could get it all done. You guys would never notice that. Now I'm learning to have to balance all over again. But here we go. Let's see what's up.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Leah's gorgeous tits tipped $9. Tonight was an 8/10 Joe. Now as a birthday gift, show Jake my gorgeous titties.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm going to ask Leah if I can take a picture. Okay? Well, what's up, Chai Day? Chai Day says, I'm a black guy. I'm sick of his pandering. Thank you to Leah's gorgeous tits. My wife's tits just donated. I think everybody can be sick of it. It's not even a black or white thing. It's just because the wife is black, the husband's white. It doesn't matter. Everybody's sick of it. It doesn't matter if you're white or black. I'm sure black people are sick of it too. They're just sick of great, you're having an interracial baby. We've all had interracial babies before. Now, I'm not saying this. I don't think there's that much of a problem with it. But I'm saying, like, to Cody, for, he may not realize. I don't know if he doesn't realize it or not. But for some reason, there's a perception that they perceive this as, the most amazing thing. We've overcome diversity or something like that. And it's like, dude, it's been going on forever. Like, I don't know, like, it's like you act like white and black people haven't gotten together ever or something. Like, and that's what people feel. I'm not saying I feel that way. I understand it's not that big a deal to me, but I get it. Whatever you want to champion around your celebration or kid or whatever. I don't know. I have 3 kids. I never thought. I don't know. But, it's just other people are sick of that. They don't like that. They find it annoying. Like it's 2021, not 1970. It's that's how people feel. It's not 1970. It's not 1950. It's not 1980. It's not even 1990. It's 2021. Are you real? Is it that amazing? Really? Is it really that amazing? That's what people feel like. But you feel like you're virtue signaling about, the equality, and he doesn't mean it bad. He just means it in a way that he feels extra specially united or something. I get it, how you could have that feeling or whatever. But most people would just feel like, I'm with the woman I love. We had a baby. Cool. Don't really need to bring up. And, it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm Irish, English, Italian, German, not really German much, but, a little bit. And, it's like I got some of that Norwegian stuff in me. I've, Scottish. I'm very Scottish, actually. I'm actually more Scottish than Irish. It's like I've got all this legacy in my body, legacy of, like taking over people's land and murdering each other. But I've got all this legacy. I'm not like, oh, my God, I don't know. I just don't understand anybody like really celebrating it that much. But I don't care. I think it's fine. But the fans are just sick of all this stuff. And maybe they're just sick of him being the good guy. But I just know a lot of the reasons I see fans writing why they don't like this guy right now. But I think they really do like Cody. That's the thing, is people actually do really like Cody. Even the people that may not like his whatever, they still like him. There's something to it. But people, for whatever reason right now, man, they want a boom. And is he going to give them that? I don't know. I mean, I would think he would. I think he would hear this and be like, all right, we got to do something. Jon Moxley then comes out with his friends. They face Bear Country. Man, Bear Country. My guys, man. And Anthony Green. Friggin' all good Anthony Green. Unbelievable. A guy that I've called so many matches for, Anthony Green. A guy that lives right up the road from me almost. I mean, gets let go from NXT. Gets a beautiful booking here. I mean, it was a job, but Anthony Green is great. I really love the guy. I've always thought when I saw Anthony Green, when I first saw him when he was younger, I was like, man, this guy is so tiny. I don't know like what he's going to do. And he really filled out quite a bit. And he really, you guys remember I ran into Anthony Green the night we were leaving SmackDown that night. He was passing out the flyers for the Lucky Pro Wrestling. And we did a little thing with him, promo in the parking lot. Just always loved Anthony Green. And he really kind of reminds me a bit of a sort of a Jake the Snake Roberts kind of on a smaller level. He's like the mini version of Jake Roberts. He's not the size of Jake, but he has that lanky build for his size, though. But also with a little bit of, God, who's the guy that I was thinking of? The Brian Kendrick. He's always had a little bit of Brian Kendrick meets Jake the Snake Roberts in Anthony Green. But he's got really his own sort of style, but those are the two guys he reminds me of. Sometimes he's very agile, can climb those ropes and do some things, but he's also got this look, kind of a throwback look. And he's obviously smaller than Jake, but he's a good size in AEW, and he's a good guy. So very happy to see him tonight. He did a great job selling in that ring tonight. Absolute great job. This guy, especially, he's just going to get better, I think, the older he gets. I think Anthony Green, whatever name he chooses or goes by in the future, unless he keeps Anthony Green, I don't know, AG. And we called him Retro AG for a little bit here, too. Maybe he will go with the retro gimmick, but I feel like everybody's into the retro gimmick anyway. Everybody's doing a retro gimmick without doing saying they're doing a retro gimmick, so it's kind of weird to do that. Kira Hogan officially signed with AEW, yet Dynamite is still working on a pay-per-view appearance deal for over a year in AEW. I don't get it. Wait, Kira Hogan officially signed with AEW, yet Diamante is still working on a pay-per-view appearance. Yeah, I don't understand. Half the signings are very weird. Some of the signings don't make any sense. I don't get it. Some of the people seem to be used only for dark and as like a sideline person. Some of the people are used only on pay-per-views or are paid per appearance. And then there's some when they get hired that they're just always used regularly. So it seems like there's 3 different levels to an AEW signing. And I don't understand how the contracts all work, but I know they're all seemingly different. Some of the contracts, it seems like they have the ability to go anywhere they want as long as it doesn't interfere with an AEW booking. Some of them are only set for certain bookings, and then some of them are like open-ended and we don't really know what they are. So, and I'm assuming they're kind of doing it on the fly as they all decide, I guess. But the AEW contracts are, they're way less restrictive, probably because they don't need to be. There's like a weird trust, some of it with the wrestlers, like, okay, you do whatever and we'll do whatever and we'll just trust that we're on the same page. I love that Anthony Green did his step over springboard off the top rope and ran into Moxley and Eddie and just bounced off and fell over. Like, that was pretty funny. And then they hit him with like a German suplex clothesline combination of death, ending Anthony Green, which got a pretty big pop from the crowd. Then Matt Hardy came out and cut a cringy promo type of thing that was all right-ish. Then Orange Cassidy came out so we could all hear the Pixies. And then the Dark Side of the whatever, came out. The Dark Order. Brody Lee's wife and kid came out to be like, yo, you guys can't fight at some point in the match because they've been having trouble. And then get out there and win this. It's for Brody, remember? And then they did that, and they celebrated in the ring. And that was nice. I enjoyed it. It was very sweet. Goddamn, later the women, though, came out there in that tag team match, and they just, good Christ, was that horrible. What the hell were they doing in that tag team match? With Ty Conti and everybody? Jesus, this is what happens when people that can't wrestle get in the ring. Like, I mean, it was just, like, it was ugly out there in the ring. Like, it was rough, bro. Very rough. Then Dan Lambert came and cut one of his classic Dan Lambert promos.
My little ass needs a shaving.
Oh.
Happy B-Day, Jake from Pico. Hope nurses give you lots of jello and head. School shooter mime on skateboard. Love MJF. 16-man tag sounds like Tuesdays at Luis Alejandro's. Could Cody be dashing again or WWE?
Will he be dashing again or WWE own that thing? I think they own that. Punk gonna wrestle or be 1993 Macho Man? Arn's worthless right arm. That would be really funny. I don't know. That'd be interesting. If CM Punk went Macho Man. I don't really like CM Punk going Macho Man, though, because he can't really throw that elbow off the top very smooth. It's very, very rough looking. Doesn't get a lot of elevation out there, does Punk. Absolutely no elevation. So, what are you going to do? Shout out to the chat. What's up? Please no more TV time for Bunny. I know, that's the other thing. Bunny sucks, too. Bunny really sucks out there. Like, really bad. Something like Ty Conti and Bunny in a match is fucking pathetic. Jake says my blood is taking too long to clot internally, so they have to lower the something which takes longer to treat the clots. Okay. That sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, I don't know what that means really, but it sounds like it sucks. That's really all I can say is sounds like it sucks. Oh, my payment to Capital One posted. Great. My automatic payment to Capital One. Thanks. Here's $60, Capital One. Don't you... Whoa.
Belly, you cunt! Frog off!
Happy birthday, Jake from the Mighty Bullfrog. Get well soon, new sexy beast Jojo. Do you miss her, Bullfrog? I know you want to get froggy style with the Mighty Bullfrog again. Get better, Shell and Jesse.
Yes, get better, Shell, too. That's the other thing. Shell has eye problems right now as well, man. So I hope Shell's okay. Also, I'm sure she's listening right now, but she's, probably laying down or whatever. So we're really thinking about Shell, too. Jesse said hi to Shell on Discord earlier. And I'm going to go over to the Discord real quick, see if Discord's actually working tonight. It wasn't working the other night.
Sorry.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Mustafa, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's going down, bruh?
What's up, baby? You want a piece of this?
I have a piece of the Kit Kat bar.
Is that like a something?
No, a Kit Kat bar.
No. I'm just trying to say something racist.
What you smoking?
I'm smoking crack. I mean, like, I don't know, like
smoking crack. No, that's whack, man.
I know crack is whack. Don't do that. I rhyme.
Mom's back. What's up, Joe? What's going on, bro?
What's up? We got Ryan the Heel and Mustafa here. So this is the first time that the minorities are out doing the Casper
Who you
looking.
calling a minority, sucker?
Got 2 black guys and 1 Casper, which is me.
Oh yeah,
making that sweet Oreo good.
But Mustafa, you're actually half black, right, Mustafa? So that's not.
It's not that I'm half. It's weird. So my dad is black, Native American, and Dominican.
Damn.
And my mom is French, Irish, and Italian.
Jesus Christ! You can commit any crime you want, and you're not going to jail. That you get to do anything.
That's because when you see me, you see America.
You can.
Damn right.
You're allowed to rob a casino. You can just go into a casino and take money out the draw and be like, "Yeah, I'm a Native American black man. What? And then no one's gonna do it. They'll just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Go. No, it's on me." Like
Joe. But before we came on, Ryan actually sent me a pic on his old Instagram. And long story short, it was at a Taco Bell, probably 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's this dude who's like half naked, and he gets food.
What? What are you guys doing?
He gets out of the car. He's drunk as shit. He goes to the line, pulls his pants down, and they give him food. He orders food, and then they give it to him.
Well, it's better than I don't know. It's better than some of the other results that happen when people go to the drive-in or whatever, drive-through. Did they?
I can name a few.
Like, oh, look at Dick. Hey, remember the guy a couple of years ago? I played it on Monetize This, and I had to censor out his naked body, and they had to tase the hell out of him. I don't know if you remember it. This was a white guy. Yeah, it was a white guy, and he was just nuts. And they tased him, and I don't know, it was really funny. I don't remember now, actually, but it was really funny. I don't remember why it was funny, but it must have been really funny because I took 3 hours to, pixelate and edit the privates out, and stuff, and it was really funny. And I don't remember where I played it. Might have been a Throwdown, but it was really funny, dude. And then the other one is the guy that fell asleep at the Wendy's, and then he tased the cops, and then he got shot.
Oh no, I remember that one. Yeah, dude, that was horrible.
But that was kind of on him, right? I mean, he shot the cops with a taser. What was
yeah, you want to know something, brother? And to me, everybody's gonna look at him. Oh, he's just a freaking SJW. Oh, he's a liberal. No, I'm not. First of all, number one. Number two, I'm independent as hell. 3, that incident is yo, dude, you don't bring a knife to a gunfight, pretty much, right? And
right.
regardless of mental health, regardless of this or that, again, the main thing is that if somebody does commit a crime, regardless of what it is, you should be brought to justice, whether or not it's small or not. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't know where you're going because you said, "Oh, people are going to call me SJW," but I mean, no, that I don't know. So I guess I don't know where you stand because I wasn't.
No.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joe. No, it's basically what I'm saying is it's look. If you have mental issues, or if you have this or you got that going on, right?
This guy was drunk.
Yeah, or whatever, or whatever the situation is. Like the whole thing is like you don't like again, yes, you want to apprehend a suspect. You don't kill anybody. You bring them to justice regardless. But again, no, it's like unless if this guy's a life-threatening individual who actually wants to kill you. You know what I mean? Because it's taser, yes. Can it shock you? Can it immobilize you?
Well, you know what happens is they show you police training videos, and when they show you how quickly a guy can punch the cop out and then grab your gun out of your pocket and then shoot you. So what happens is if you're gonna get incapacitated by somebody, the assumption the assumption is they'll shoot you. You know? Oh no, it's Bullfrog.
Shoot us anyway.
They'll shoot you too if you're the wrong color. Jojo, I want to get Froggy style, my sexy Foxborough something. I am your mighty Bullfrog. Okay, well, you are banned for life, Bullfrog. You cannot be here. I'm sorry. You can keep trying all you want. I apologize, but that's, now I'm being pressured by everybody to bring you back. I'm being pressured by everybody to bring him back.
Dude, you're being more pressured. You're being more pressured to bring Bulldog back than you were for Tommy that one time.
I know, but what's weird about that is some other people pretend to hate Bullfrog and that he's a bad guy and they don't want him, but then they pressure me to bring him back. It doesn't make any sense. I think people are pressuring me to bring Bullfrog back, so Sith Negan will be upset. That's what I think.
Yeah,
but Sith Negan has banned Bullfrog. You are done, Bullfrog. The only person that can bring you back is probably Sith Negan and maybe D. Welsh. So the only people that can bring you back, Bullfrog, go to hell, sir. Go to hell. But no, yeah. So there, if a lot of times if a cop gets incapacitated, they're murdered. So when the guy shot his taser at the cop, that was sort of like he knocked the guy out. Knocked the guy down, took his taser, then shot his taser at another cop chasing him. And so then they shot him with a real gun after they missed with a taser fire. So, it stinks that, anybody had to die. But, the guy kind of initiated it. It was kind of crazy.
No, I get that. I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
Yeah.
I'm just...
So you're not SJW then. You're what you're saying is fine. It's actually kind of it's a rough call on that one. But I mean, if you told me, Joe, you're going to fight a cop and then you're going to grab his taser and then you're going to run away and then go to and tase the cop and they're going to shoot you, I'd be like, yeah. I figured that's what would happen. I wouldn't. That's what I would think would happen to me. But I think
Arn Anderson.
But sometimes I've seen other people of all races and colors do it, and they don't shoot them. I've seen it with all, and I mean every race. But so what the problem is then you can go find a lot of ones where a white kid, it's like, oh, the white kid's a college drunk kid. Don't shoot him. He'll get him. He won't get far. But, then you see a man like this shot, and then people have a different... It's like the missing persons thing that's going on right now. They're like, oh, the poor white girl's missing, so we're going to do a thing. But there's a ton of white people missing. They just don't care. Yeah. It's not about... It's and sometimes it is about race and stuff like that, no doubt about it. But the real reason why that she's talked about is because she's popular. Because it's popular. Oh,
she's on YouTube.
Right. There's a million people missing right now.
Oh, white girl.
And how about when her family was like, you need to talk about all the other missing people? And I was like, yeah, the news is not going to do that. Unless there's something in it for the news, they're not going to do it. And by the way, by holding a press conference like that, all they did was feed into the press, feeding into this. So I thought that was funny too. But anyway, we can get back to wrestling.
Yeah.
What's up?
Ooh.
No, I was just gonna say, I wanted to actually bring this up to you, Joe. The MJF promo tonight. One thing stood out to me actually, and this is how I know how savage MJF is if he really wants to. The fact that he called Darby Allin a high school shooter.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there was a lot of shooting tonight. Arn Anderson.
Bruh. I'm sorry, dude.
Wow.
MJF, when I was in Jersey.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Joe, dumb shit. I meant Punk gonna commentate and wrestle once every few months.
Oh.
You think women have bets on who deflowers -1? Get well, Shell. I miss your thighs.
Yeah,
Brandy is even Mariaville. Leo Rush will quit by October.
Leo Rush probably will quit by October, man. Just like his father. Is John Silver a dwarf? There's so much to break down in this donation. And yeah, I think that putting CM Punk on commentary is just a way to be able to play the music, have him come out and be on TV and not get stale by having him wrestle every week. So, yeah, that's about it there. That was thank you for that donation. I'm going to go back to that and pick apart some more of those things. Yeah, go back. I'm sorry, Ristoffer. What the hell were you saying? You're in the middle of something. Oh, yeah. The shooter thing. I mean, you talk about getting canceled. Dude, if they're going to cancel Max Caster for Simone Biles, I mean, what the hell are they going to do to MJF for school shooter comment? Nothing.
Honest to God, I mean, when I was in Jersey, I mean, I was the guy that initiated the shut the fuck up chants. Not because I hate MJF, but because I knew that it would actually be good on TV.
Yeah.
And the fact that TBS TNT didn't even censor it is amazing in hindsight, because again, the fact that they could say shit on national television and it gets over and it's cool. I mean, again, I'm not a fan of cheap heat, cheap pops like that, but again, MJF is the prime example of a natural reaction.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I think his promos are just getting better and better and better as the people that he works with, and also the fact that there's really not that many. I even dare say there's probably not really any in AEW that can actually combat with him on the stick.
Yeah, MJF is probably he's got to be one of the best. He's got to be the best maybe on the promo. I don't think anybody's better. I mean, it's who the hell's better at promoing right now? I don't think anybody. MJF is just the most savage, the best. He does not care. You can't cancel the guy. He couldn't give a shit. And he just doesn't give a shit. He's not going to run away, hide. He's going to talk shit, and he's going to say apparently what he wants, and I think that comes through. And that's the goal of him. And he's the best. I mean, who's the number 2 on the promo? I don't know. Eddie Kingston's pretty good, or at least he was when he was heel. I don't know if he's been the greatest on his face, but Eddie Kingston can cut a pretty good promo. But
yeah, I think you know what? I think you're right, because I remember when I was watching Eddie Kingston on BTE, and I'm not gonna lie, he could just cut a promo on anything.
Yeah. He cut a promo on a fish right now. Cut a promo right now on Ryan the heel right there.
Oh yeah,
look at that.
Drinking Starbucks.
You're drinking Starbucks? Wait, yeah, you're dressed like you're about to run through the neighborhood and see what people got on their front porches.
Where them FedEx packages at?
Remember, dude, oh God. We got to not talk about this. We're going to get back into the fucking police stuff again. No, don't do it. Go back to wrestling.
Let's talk about this, because
go back to wrestling.
You were telling me that there's barely any black people in Burlington. Dude, for the last 2 days, I've been laughing my ass off because every black person I saw, I'm thinking, oh, God, Joe.
Oh, really?
I wish you were here.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I guess I don't know Burlington too well, but I mean, just when I've been to Vermont, it's I'm like, is this white world? What the fuck?
No, I mean, I know what you mean, bro. It's like jam band, Fish, Grateful Dead type of area.
Yeah,
and it's cool, but it's
the best kind to rob.
The downtown area.
I mean, just a public service announcement for anybody, all the black criminals out there. If you want to rob white people, there's no better place than Vermont. They just give right up. They don't know. They're like, oh my, take it. They're just Star Trek, granola. They'll probably give you their belongings. Actually, they'll be like, it's not you'll be robbing them with a weapon, and you'll be like, get on the floor, motherfucker. And then they'll just be like this. They'll be like, listen, go ahead, take it. It's not your fault. I just want you to know it's not your fault. You're a victim. You're the victim. No, you're the victim, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up, or you'll be the fucking victim. Where's the fucking money? I'll tell you. I want to give you the money. I think what they do to you people is horrible. What the fuck do you mean? Man. You people, motherfucker. It's not your fault. Shut the fuck up. And they pistol whip the guy, because he's so crazy left. That's what it's like in Vermont. So just if you want to go to Vermont, anybody who's a criminal, white people you won't get as away with as well, because they'll just be they'll pull out their weapon for real if they don't have any. But that's the thing. Just go, just walk in and be like, you owe me shit, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I do. You know what I do? Hold on a second, honey, get that guitar that's that guitar we bought on eBay years ago. It's worth $10,000. Here, you know what? You deserve it. Everything and
I'm done.
I'm telling you, just go into people's houses in Vermont. You'll fucking walk out with a fucking goddamn
dude. These houses are like 9 miles apart, and that's not an exaggeration.
I know. Hey, you gotta drive a little ways, but everyone. Now, what are you gonna do? Was your neighbor gonna save you? Trust me, dude. They'll have like a Cherry Garcia fucking Ben and Jerry's shirt on. And just tell them they owe you something. And you know what's funny is they'll give you something worth $10,000 and be like, okay, sir, all right, listen, it's not your fault you did this. Don't feel bad. I don't feel bad, motherfucker. Like, all right, okay, you're right. Okay, have a good night. And then you leave with $10,000. But the funny thing is they're worth like $10 million. So like it's really not even a big deal. You know, that's
the fact that you said have a good night. What the
I'm telling you, the fucking cucks out there. They'll do that. I'm telling you, they'll do it. You know what I'm talking about. Imagine Bernie Sanders. It's not our fault. It's the system, and this is what happened. Let me go get my grandfather's urn. It's made of gold. Let me get my. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm pumped up for the new Curb Your Enthusiasm season, Michael. What's up? So, what else about tonight tickled your fancy?
Oh God. Probably, you know what? Honest to God, I mean, we already brought it up, but I mean, you know, the whole Daniel Bryan chant, you know, the crowd like no balls, and the fact that they should make that into a T-shirt, I thought was pretty cool. With, you know, Punk saying that on commentary.
That'll be a rough T-shirt. That'd be a rough. I gotta be honest. That'd be a rough T-shirt to make because that's sort of like no balls. That's getting into their anti, phobia type of stuff. I don't know if they would do it.
Well, I mean, I take it as a metaphor and saying, hey, no balls, like, well, no guts, no glory, all that crap. You know, I mean, I don't think people would really think like that.
I don't think most people think like that. I don't either. I think 90% of us are like, hell yeah, release that T-shirt. But it's that 10% vocal minority on Twitter that will be like, what does that mean, no balls? Like, I don't know.
It's funny. It reminds me of the women, like, remember like the moms of Parenthood or whatever there was in like the 80s when they went after like Dee Schneider and all these other, you know, I mean, that's what it's going to remind me of. You're going to have all these like middle-aged Caucasian women that apparently watch with their kids or their family, whatever, and they're going to make a complaint.
It's so funny, dude. It's like the religious right, what used to be the ones that complained, and now it's the weird sensitive left. It's so fucking weird. Oh, no.
Grundle.
Joe, I want to play your Grundle hole. Happy birthday, Jake and D. Welsh. Stop crying like a bitch. Joe, play my Grundle song. Okay, I'll end the maybe I'll end the show with your Grundle song. We have a new Happy Birthday, Jake donation. All the money's going to go to Jake. Happy birthday, Jake. $25 dono. Check that out. So what would you give AEW tonight out of 10?
7 out of 10.
I'd probably give it like a 7.5, maybe like a 7.75.
Ooh, 7.75. I'm up there too, like a 7.8 type of thing. Like I'm almost, but I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna stay low, kind of. I'm kind of a little bit downer. I like tonight though, but I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. That's me.
It was cool.
Yeah, because like again, last week was special. This week is sort of kind of like special in its own way because it was Brody's hometown, and
yes,
it wasn't meant to be like another repeat of that very good tribute, which by the way is still one of the greatest tributes.
Yes,
ever
that
in
was
the business last December. Which, by the way, I actually rewatched it for whatever reason a couple weeks ago, and dude, man, it's like I thought I would, when you could be emotional about somebody who just dies out of nowhere and you can honor them, but dude, looking back at it, oh my God, it was emotional, man.
Yeah, that'd be rough to watch. I have problems now. I mean, goddamn, I cried over Kobe, and I hate Kobe. like I got. That's how, I mean, I don't hate him really, but I mean, I'm a Celtics fan, so it's like I really got upset over Kobe, and that's when I knew I have mental problems. I'm upset over the enemy. But I think part of it was about his kids and his daughter and shit. So I think that's a big thing of it.
Yeah. R.I.P. Kobe.
Yeah. What was that about Kobe?
No, just R.I.P.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, Kobe. Come on, Kobe. I'm going to watch Fifth Element bad. I'm into Fifth Element now. But yeah, just WWE Raw is just so cringy. This just feels so much better. Although Raw Monday, did you watch Raw Monday, Rostava? Because I thought that, weirdly, the first couple hours of Raw wasn't too bad. It It wasn't like horrific. It was
All right.
wasn't very good either, but it was better than its normal 2 out of 10, you know?
Well, Raw has its moments here and there, but honest to God, how many more times do I have to watch Sheamus and whomever the babyface is?
Oh yeah, but didn't you like that? That match was good with Priest. They had a more Extreme Rules match than anything on Extreme Rules.
Right.
But that's the thing.
Like,
it's
what?
like I
It happened
don't.
Sunday.
That's the thing. I don't think they know how to pace rivalries like they used to anymore. Like for example, like when you say, okay, we're gonna go all out, no pun intended, in this match, whatever we're gonna do, blah blah blah. Great. Put that on the pay-per-view. Everything else is a build. There's no build. It's just what can we get done next week?
It's like a 2-week build.
Barely. Barely. I've never seen a 2-week build at all with the product in recent memory that actually even had traction. And the thing is that, again, I love all the competitors that are there. I like the work ethic that they have, but also mind you that we've also been used to men and women having, barely 5, 6, 7-minute matches, or sometimes squash matches that are like 2 minutes. And I'm like, I'm sick and tired of that formula.
Can you jump into Leo Rush's promo tonight at all?
Yes.
Did you see that? Because I would like to. I haven't quite gone back to watch it again to figure out exactly what he was saying. It sounded like he was lending people drug money based on stocks. Like, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
All right. Let me break it down.
Explain this to me.
I'll break it down. So basically, what he's talking about is that he is money.
Right.
Like, he basically says, hey, I'm going to pressure every company for the most value of which they have. And then what's going to happen is they're going to bid on, okay, where should he go? Because that would mean that he would make even more money. Right?
Right.
So he can use that leverage to get a better contract. So there's actually is truth in that to a degree. But again, no, when you're in this, the industry, you turn everything up with the promo. You take it to another level.
Let me explain. Like, I know what Jim Cornette is going to call him in a couple of days on his podcast. What do you think Jim Cornette is going to call Leo Rush? Looking at this photo here, this is how he was. What he looked like tonight.
Uncle Tom.
What do you think Jim Cornette's going to say he looked like when he reviews the promo of Leo Rush, if he does even?
It won't be that Ethiopian comment that he made about NWA.
Yeah, it won't be. Although he's looking a little bit, hungry. I'll tell you, a little skinny.
And by the way, and this is really hard to even say even here, but I actually am part Ethiopian. So there you go.
That's pretty cool. Well, hey, it's okay. Well, at least you're not starving now. But no, with the
with McDonald's, you asshole.
But with Leo Rush, though, I mean, just look at him right here. Just take a look at him and think, what do you think Jim Cornette will call him? And not Ethiopian, but what do you think he'll call him? What do you think he look? Exactly. Thank you. I didn't want to say it.
I rather if you said it than me.
I didn't want to say
I'll
it.
say it. It's fine. I'll say
All
it.
right. Thank you.
Trapper.
So Jim Cornette's going to be doing his podcast. He's like, and then fucking Leo Rush comes. Look, what is he a wrestler or a drug dealer? Like that's what he's going to say. I can't even do Jim Cornette right now, but I God,
I can imagine that.
He's going to say. I mean, because look at him. Like he's going to be called that. Now I think, like, all right, if Miro is dressed regular. There's a lot of guys that are just sort of dressing as they would dress, right? Which is. It's weird. It can be actually interpreted as kind of cool because Miro was wearing very trendy, expensive clothes. I didn't understand. I thought he looked like a homeless whackhead, but other people were like, but look at me. I'm dressed like it's 1990. What the fuck do I know? I look like a fucking surfing rocker guy from 1996. But
Ali G and the guy from and Borat had a kid. It would be him.
Yeah, exactly. But now Leo Rush is like, so some people could perceive this as cool or relatable. Like if I look at Leo Rush and I think, okay, I wear a necklace over my neck. He's got a necklace over his neck. I wear a sweatshirt. he wears a sweatshirt or a hoodie.
Have the little Bow Wow braids.
That I don't have that.
Right.
I don't have.
Skinny jeans.
And now, actually, back in the day, I had friends that had dreads, but now if I had dreads, I'd be called like appropriating or something like that. It was weird. But now, so he seems cool. But I just know that there's a part of me that's like, he looks cool, and that's Lio Rush. That's pretty cool. But then there's another part of me that's like, that doesn't look like a wrestler.
Bro, if Cornette calls this dude Little Bow Wow or Romeo on his deal, I swear I'm gonna lose my freaking mind.
Right. Exactly. He does. He looks like a rapper. That's a great RKO brings up a good point in the chat. He looks like a rapper. That's what he looks like he's a rapper.
And he does rap too. So.
But he's also doing this whole thing with the deals and the money and how he's talking about how smart he is, how he's going to play this game the way. And so, like, that kind of fits with that persona a little bit. Kind of like he's trying to be little Suge Knight or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Oh my God. No, that's his name.
You're gonna have a stable.
Little Suge Knight.
That's his name. You said it, Joe.
Let's
on
go.
This program. Date it. September 29th, I think it is. Date it. We officially named Lio Rush on the Joe Cronin show. Suge Knight.
Leo Knight. Little Knight.
Yeah.
Yo, Little Knight. You need some money? What's up? I lost 4 matches, man. I haven't been making much at all. You should have hit me up, man. Should have hit me up. And then he loans someone money, right? And then he goes, now you better go out and win your next 2 matches so you can give me 50% of that pay down, that payoff. And then the guy's like, all right. And then Leo's got this gigantic guy who just fucks him up in the back when they don't pay on time. And so that guy's out there wrestling because he owes Lio Rush money. I don't know. Or you can do flippity flop off the top rope every night. I don't know. Whatever.
No. Honestly, like, that's actually a good idea. Except, like, the big guy would do like most of the work, but then Leo would like break his teeth or something. That's some gangster shit.
Like, I think it'd be good if Leo the big guy put him in the camel clutch or something like that. Obviously, he doesn't want to do Miro's move, but something like that. And Leo took the money, pulled out of his pocket a wad of money, like a huge fucking thing of money, and slapped him across the face with the fucking money. Oh my God, dude.
But wouldn't that be redundant though, since that
Matt
Hardy now has that gimmick?
Yes, that's the problem. But Matt Hardy sucks with it. So, and even though Lio Rush is little and doesn't seem, I don't know, man. When Lio Rush gets mad and he makes that angry face and he's like, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I don't know why, but and it's not a race thing, so don't fucking go there, fuckheads out there. I know you're gonna do it, but he just seems meaner. Like, Matt Hardy feels like he's acting. Like, I'm big money, Matt. I just don't buy it.
Yeah.
But I buy that if Lio Rush slapped someone across the face and was like, you know what I mean? You better figure it out for next time. You better win your next match because I want the whole paycheck. I want the whole paycheck.
In the words of Jake the Snake Roberts, if you speak very softly, everybody will listen.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I think, honestly, when he gets like really angry or he doesn't have to be so animated, all he's got to do is just give a look. And my brother Ryan, you know about this, bro. When like that old school black dad, mom, grandma, grandpa, when they just give you a look.
Oh yeah.
The earth tilts on its axis. Yeah, right.
Yeah, bro. My grandfather was like that. He was terrifying. Like like, holy shit, bro. He was like, he just stare at you, and you'd be like, whoa. All right.
Straight up Irish stare.
No, my grandfather on my mother's side was like some kind of Italian, German, and had some Puerto Rican in him.
Damn, he occupied himself?
Yeah, he occupied himself. Yeah, so weird. He didn't, like, I always thought that when I was a kid. I used to look at my grandfather, I'd be like, my grandfather has a tan look to him. Like, but the kids were raised so, like, 50s and stuff. In fact, even my mother recently admitted something, like, where she was like, yeah, we think he had something along the lines. And I'm like, wow,
Deuce. Hey, yo, Deuce, get
exactly.
over here.
Like, dude, I don't know, man. It was very weird, but my whole family looks white. But my uncle and some of my aunts, like, they have a little bit of a, like, and you're like, what is that? Like, so it's just strange because my mother doesn't look like that, though. My mother looks very white. So, but anyway, but he had this kind of cold stare. But he was also, he's great. He was older, but I'm sure he was scary to them when they were younger. Like it was probably like
Joey. Hey, yo, Joey, you want some more? You want some more?
You want some more Samoa? You want Samoa?
God.
You want Samoa Joe to sit on you?
I can't get off that, dude. You got to make that into a T-shirt. I'm telling you, bro.
What's that?
I won't. You want Samoa?
Samoa. My wife hates that. She's like, I hate. Oh my god. She hates the fucking way my mother would. She's like, you're gonna fucking get my kids talking stupid like North fucking goddamn North Shore people.
Oh my god, this is what we got to do on her birthday. Get all the JCS Army on Twitter and just do a video of, hey, yo, Leah, happy birthday. We want Samoa.
Yeah, dude. She'll be like, what the fuck is this?
Bro, we're totally gonna do that.
She'll probably delete her Twitter. She'll be like, oh, I'm fucking out of this. Oh my god, bro. What a weird night. I don't know. This was it was a good show, man. The promos were good tonight. I just wish I wish we had one more match that was like really good. What did you think about Guevara's match? I just thought that could have been longer is all. I wish that was a longer match.
I felt the same way. It should have been longer. But the other thing also is that, and take this in consideration, a lot of these guys who have never worked in WWE have never had the option of, with teaming time remaining, or God forbid, it's like you had to cram so much in one show, i.e. Raw, for 3 hours, and had to, deal with the fact that yet you're on a massive network.
Yeah.
And, and also the fact that, again, thank God for guys like Jericho, Punk, a lot of Sting, a lot of the veterans who have done that and have experience in that. But again, no, you take it with a grain of salt that not every show is going to be an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 show.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, I get it. Like, but the other thing I'll say about the show is I don't think the show had the best. Oh, shit.
Jake.
Here's some money for Jake. Here's some money for Jake. Happy birthday, please don't die. Here's some money for Jake.
Have my lighter up.
Happy birthday, Jake. Let's all get wet with this new dono.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bruh.
Happy birthday, Jake. Here's some money, please don't die. Happy birthday, Jake. Here's some money, don't cry.
All right, thank you very much, Jake's B-Day gift for the $25, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Love you. No, I was gonna say is, what was I gonna say? Oh my god, what was I gonna? I gotta go back.
We were talking about how like you're trying to cram everything into one show.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes, okay. So what the thing was is, I don't think tonight's show was perfectly placed because sometimes they can perfectly place and pace stuff. But what I will say is, the show did go by fast. Like this went by, to me, like strangely fast tonight. Like not even like Raw felt like 4 hours Monday. Tonight felt like 1 hour and a half.
Yeah.
Whatever that means, I don't know, but that's what it felt like to me.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense because honestly, for the past like maybe 10 years or so, watching it, and I'm talking about Raw, it's been a chore.
Right.
Because again, you have great moments in certain respects, but unfortunately not as great as it was maybe 10 years ago. Because remember, that was the Summer of Punk. But again, I just feel that, and we all know this, it can be so much better by just letting the talent opening up on their own. Dude, I'd rather you dare somebody to fail on live TV than to never understand or have the opportunity to say, well, what if?
Right.
But sadly, they don't think like that. They care about advertisers and what they think, when realistically speaking, they should be kissing their ass.
You talking about AEW or WWE?
WWE.
Okay, I thought so, but they'll never do that. I mean, even AEW won't really do that, but they kind of will a little bit, you know. But I mean,
when they make more money, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just been. I mean, look at the Max Caster thing. So it's like even AEW is like, we know we got to be careful. In fact, I was kind of talking to Leah about this earlier. not about this, but about like whatever in general. I was thinking about when Opie and Anthony were fired multiple times, and I was like, it's like Howard Stern was like, even I know not to do this stuff. You lose advertisers. You have people have sex in public. If you execute a illegal thing, you know what I mean. You'll lose shit for real. Like I would never do this. Howard said, and I'm like, yeah, I guess he's kind of got a point. They really went out on a limb, and it's like they had people fucking in outside of schools and in bushes and in cars, and then they got fired because they went to St. Patrick's Cathedral. And that's where they got fired. And then they came to Boston, and then they announced the mayor was dead, and then they got fired from Boston, and then they had to go to Sirius. But, yeah, so it's like you have to expect, though, if you go too far. Just like the article the other day was, I think, confirmed at this point that the TNT people, someone said, dude, you fucking smoke on the air again, and you're done. Like, they were ready to get rid of AEW over someone over Jericho lighting a cigarette or a cigar.
Jericho's been in more hot water, or even hotter water than that. The fact that he went to, I think, South America and disrespected a flag or something like that. Yeah. So trust me, Jericho's not immune to controversy, or really anybody else for that matter. I mean,
I don't think he thought he even did anything wrong. I think he just thought, yeah, I'll have a cigar, you do this, and I don't think he realized that someone at the network was gonna freak over cigar smoking.
Well, remember, I mean, right before, you remember the DX press conference deal in '97?
Uh-huh.
That was right after USA was sending them the company memo saying, you guys can't do this, do that. We're going to throw you off the air. And then DX does that whole thing, and all of a sudden the network loved it. They're like, oh my God. Maybe we can do this. Maybe. So remember, it's not about the company kissing the network's ass. It's the network kissing the company's ass. That's the problem that I see in this picture here.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of a long time ago when my friend who used to do a show with me before he left, on my old show, Dave, he used to do Dead on Dave, used to do the post show, and I don't know why, but I'd be doing my Raw review, and we'd have 1,000 people in here watching, and nobody would call really. And once in a while, somebody would call in, and they'd be like stupid. You know, like the first call I took, the guy'd be like, fuck you. And then be like, I'll hang up. All right, take another call. And then somebody would be like, and he'd just act stupid. And I'd be like, oh my God. And then no calls would come in, then another prank call. And I was like, oh my God, fuck this. And I'd have like 1,000 people watching, and I'd be like, all right, no calls tonight, I guess. There's 7 failed calls in a row, and then no calls for a while, and then a bad call. And I was like, ugh. And then he would go on, and he'd have like, 30 people watching him, and he would get like a great call every second. And I was like, oh my God. And so one night I went on a rant, and I was like, I wish somebody would fucking call the show who has a goddamn brain. All I get is shit bums. And when he left the show, him and my former friend, co-host, this was years ago, did like a stream like where they were like being like, Joe Cronin, I mean, dude, he doesn't even care about you guys. He calls you all shit bums and stuff. And I was like, well, that's not true. I wasn't calling all the audience shit bums. I was saying, why are my callers only shit bums? Like, that's what I was saying. So some people were like, yeah, that's fucked up that you would say that or whatever. And this was back in like 2015. And I turned it around and said, yeah, you're all shit bums. Fuck it. I guess you're all shit bums. So then I made a donation to become a shit bum, and that's where shit bum comes from. And then people were just donating it all fucking night. I don't even see nights like that anymore. Like, it's never been like that again. It was like, 2016 and 17, and it was just like shit bum, shit bum, shit bum, shit bum. There was like fucking $400 and $5 shit bums coming in. We were up for like 4 hours on those Raw reviews because it was a shit bum, shit bum, shit. It was just fucking crazy. And I was like, see, you take that. Now everybody loves the shit bum. That's
this was a historical announcement paid for by Joe Cronin Show.
Like that? Another classic throwback explanation in history.
My God.
Oh, yeah.
Birth of a
dude. Ryan, you're bringing it back, bro. I miss Beefy Mario.
I know. Where's Beefy Mario? Oh, yeah. Where is
God.
He? Can't even come close to giving that what it needs. Beefy Mario and Larry Funk used to call back then all the time. I miss even Beefy Luigi. Whatever happened to him?
Oh, John, I'm drinking my 6-pack and drinking this nice Tennessee whiskey here. I saw Sasha Banks on TV, and I said, man, I want her in my hotel room.
Wow. That you may not sound exactly like him, but that's exactly his like way of speaking and what he would say.
It's his cadence.
Yeah,
right.
that's crazy. That's bizarre. I mean, that was like he was here.
No, dude, I watched an old Monetize This episode, and he's just like dogging Jim Cornette, and it was hilarious.
How dare you bastard talk about Joe like that, you cocksucking four-eyed motherfucking sister-licking butt-plug fucking mother-raised a whore. Like, yeah, I remember that. He was just cutting into Cornette. Like, I remember that. That was...
Like, honest to God, he sounded like Terry Funk, and thank God he called him Larry Funk, because I swear he ran with it, brother.
Yeah, he did.
That was the gimmick.
Yeah, it was a great gimmick. It was great, and he drank a lot of moonshine. And how great was it that like a 20-year-old kid got in a bicycle accident, and he got his brand new liver, and it was like he got a whole new lease on life. And then goddamn COVID takes him out. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that scared me, bro, when that happened. Because at first I thought, no, that's a joke. And then I found out it's real, and it was just like, oh.
Yeah.
So
it sucks, man.
Yeah, it's real, man. Life is real.
I love that guy, man. And he knew, too, because I'd talked to him, and he's like, I'm lucky to be here because my liver wasn't taking and stuff. And I'm like, fuck, yeah. And then, like, COVID happens, and it's like, oh, my God, bro, are you serious? Like, this is bullshit. But, I mean...
I remember one time he said on the air, I'll never forget this. He's like, the only thing that can kill me is me. And then I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then that happened. And I thank God for his nephew, because his nephew is just like a sweetheart, bro. I actually talked to him a couple weeks after the fact. And
yeah, I love his nephew. I hope his nephew's okay. We don't really talk to him in a while, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably actually gonna reach out to him probably tonight before I crash. But yeah, no, it's God, there's so many people that I wish that were still here, actually. At least like in our community of what,
yeah,
we've had over the years.
It's like the time I went to Florida for WrestleMania, when I went down to the Internet Darlings thing, and there I was in the airport, and I was like, I was just like doing stuff at the register and whatever else, and I was just doing things and whatever, I was getting ready, and I looked over, and I seen, out of the corner of my eye, I seen, like, I'm like, is that Bobby Heenan with his wife? I was like, is that Bobby Heenan? I'm like, oh my! And so I know I'm a big Bobby Heenan fan, and I'm like, all right. And there really wasn't a lot of people in the seat where he was, so I walked over. I was trying not to be too, I didn't want to be too crazy, but I was hoping maybe, hey, maybe he'd say something to me first. And then he's sitting there, he's reading a magazine. He's looking in the magazine. It was like a Victoria's Secret magazine or whatever. I'm like, wow, is he reading like tits or something? And then I looked at him again, and I said, oh my God, this is not Bobby Heenan. And then I said, I love your, but I'd already said, like, hey Bobby, like I love your commentary. And then he looked at me, and he was like, and he just looked at me, and then he goes, oh, go fuck yourself. And then he punched me right in the face. I don't know.
Sounds like Bobby. That sounds like Bobby.
I was just making stuff up, trying to see how far I could go with that until you guys called the bullshit.
What?
I'm sorry.
I would have believed it. Shoot, he would have just, he would have did that and be like, all right, now get me my car.
No, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Even punch me in the nose.
While I was telling that story, I was actually I was just telling that bullshit. I was trying to get the dono to play, but actually we didn't have one. I thought we did though, and I thought there was something wrong with the button, but no, it's fine. But listen, man, I want to shout out to D Well. She dropped a honey bomb earlier, and I appreciate the shit out of that, man. No, I'm sorry. I that's what happens when I'm this is what happens when I'm doing one thing and I'm speaking and I forget what I'm saying because I'm doing something else. But this is why we need Jake to get better in the hospital and get out of the hospital so he can come back here.
Sir. And so we can read the breaking news stories and the rumors and innuendo.
So I don't have to read. So I don't have to read them while I'm trying to make a joke. Miro and Sammy Guevara. Are you surprised that Sammy took the title from Miro tonight? I thought it was a little surprising.
I thought it was great. I mean, again, the timing of it is interesting because the thing is that Sammy is really getting over.
Right.
And Miro, yeah, there he is. And Miro being, who he is, again, Miro's not going to lose anything in terms of after the title's dropped off of him. He's not going to lose that it factor. He's already a made guy. He's going to cut amazing promos, and he's just going to go crazy. And that's good. That's what you want in a heel.
Yeah, I think so. You're right, and I think I was just shocked it was tonight. I thought eventually that Sammy Guevara was gonna have a big moment, have a big match, win a title, beat somebody like that. I just was shocked it was tonight. I was like, oh shit! Like I actually was kind of getting ready for the show, watching like this, like oh whatever, he's not gonna win tonight, and then he won, and I was like, wait a minute, what the whoa?
Yeah, that was.
I actually didn't get to really get excited about it the way I think I probably would have if I was not setting up for a review, because I was just so sure, nah, he's not going to win tonight.
It definitely caught me off guard.
Yeah, that's exactly what I felt. We got Venom, we got GoldenEye, there's a bunch of movies coming out. It's going to be nuts.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for me, I feel that, with Sammy, it's like, okay, now we got that out of the way. How long is it going to take for Fuego to go heel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn.
You know what I mean? Because, again, what else can you do with Fuego in order to make him a dominant, contender? Because, honest to God, all he's been able to do is say, hey, I'm going to do a tornado DDT. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you're built from Alabama.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would love for him to even get even better gear and just be a complete dick to everybody. Because again, I honest to God would feel that Fuego would be better down the line. And if you groomed him properly and you learned how to talk this and that, blah, blah, in different ways, he can be a great heel.
Right.
Yeah.
Belly, you cunt!
Oh.
Frog off.
Heard weed legalized on federal level early today. Did Biden sign the bill?
Heard weed legalized on federal level earlier. Did Biden sign the bill? I don't know. It should be legalized, but I don't know. Nice Tupac shirt in that GIF right there.
My boy Ryan's like, oh yeah,
losing it. Yeah, I mean, I keep forgetting because it's so legal here in Massachusetts that I just forget. Oh yeah, the rest of the country's fucked. Like we gotta. Let me see. Biden weed legal. Look, it's an easy Google search. AJ, I mean, come on.
The other thing also is that you also have to decriminalize the idea that
oh, go ahead. Decriminalize what?
In terms of race relations, that should also be decriminalized, especially when there could be prejudice attached to that too.
Yeah, but you know what though? Then they'll just do it with something else. I don't know. But you're right. You're right though. It's just a stupid thing. I mean, do you know how many people? I mean, and for the white people, there's white people in jail for no reason for it too. But there's so many black men in jail who for smoking weed. The fuck? There's I'm mad because there's fathers in prison. There's fathers who have kids, and there's people that never got to raise their kids because they had a bag in their pocket of weed. It's just so stupid. It's from the fucking earth. And by the way, it was designed to do just what it did. Put that person in jail. This stuff comes from the earth. It's not chemically fucking created by some bullshit cooking weird process. It comes out of the ground.
Yeah.
Cops planning that on people too, just to put people in jail.
Right.
Which they will grow.
They can still do that, but it's with something else. But you're right. It's a lot. Now fentanyl is the new thing where, okay. But I mean, fentanyl is dangerous as fuck. You don't want to be taking fentanyl. And by the way, that's just flying in now because they're not taking care of the border the right way. Fentanyl is coming in like nuts.
Yeah.
Wait till the fentanyl ends up in the food. Wait till that happens.
Oh God.
I mean,
grow your own food, people. Grow your own food.
I swear to God, dude. Can you imagine because it's scary right now. Some people have been poisoned by fentanyl and weed. Some people have been poisoned by fentanyl and cocaine and stuff like that. But wait till the next thing. Wait till it gets to the food. So you got to stop that shit from coming in the border, and they don't give a shit. That's what I don't understand. It's that's why we need someone in office who's bipartisan, both ways. Yes, decriminalize marijuana. That's a very liberal thing, but I agree with it. Shut the borders down the right way. That's a very more right-leaning thing, but I agree with that. That's why we need somebody who can be oh, I'm just going to use my brain instead of which party. Who gives a shit? Do the right thing for everybody.
Yeah. They have fentanyl lollipops.
Oh, my God. Well, why would you do that? Because what a small amount, then it's okay? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's like it goes by milligram. Yeah.
Oh, man. Because, yeah, all I ever hear is, like, someone died of it, and they didn't even mean to die. Even most of the time, they didn't even mean to have it. So it's just so ridiculous. But, yeah, that's some scary shit. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I appreciate you guys coming on, man. I had a good time talking to you.
No, Joe, anytime you ever need to fill in the gaps, we're here, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Ryan's been here every goddamn night. Rostava's been here every night. And this is the first time, this is the most outnumbered a white guy's ever been. Look at this.
We'll call this the Oreo episode.
This is the Oreo episode. Oh, my God. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm creaming in the middle, bro. All right, man. Oh, my God. Is that a San Andreas poster? Yeah.
Dude, doesn't it look badass?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that San Andreas. I got a dude, I got a weirdly I used to have Halo, Enter the Matrix, and San Andreas up. I used to love I know that I don't know, man, like I love those games. Those 3 games specifically. I don't know why.
Didn't you just say earlier that you're actually watching The Fifth Element again?
I'm gonna watch it tonight, I think.
Come on!
Dude, how right was The Fifth Element at the theater scene on the boat where the men are dressed in dresses and weird, and even Ruby Rod, I almost said. Ruby Rod, you know, everybody is dressed like weirdly feminine and bizarre. That's what we're getting into that right now. I watched the MTV Music Awards, and I was like, dude, that looks like The Fifth Element now.
Well, honestly, they foretold the future, just like The Simpsons.
Just like The Simpsons, just like Star Trek, The Fifth Element. The only difference is, you know, we're not at the future with the big flying cars through the cities yet. I mean, can you imagine flying cars in the cities? People would be going and building. It'd be like 9/11 every day.
Oh my God.
I mean, look at that fucking plane. All right.
That's horrifying.
Good night, guys. And it'll be I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
All right, later, guys.
Y'all, my dude, you sleep well, okay, man?
Okay, sleep well, baby. Good night. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for giving love to Jesse. By the way, Jesse in the chat wanted to say not just happy birthday to Jake, but even though Jesse's having eye surgery on Friday, Jesse also wanted to say happy birthday. Everybody join in celebrating Mikkel. Mikkel's 1,000th birthday tonight. Happy fucking birthday, Mikkel, on your 1,000th birthday. You know, forget Jake and his birthday today. Just get in line with Mikkel. Give him some love. But thank you guys for giving me some love tonight and Jake some love tonight. And everybody. Really appreciate that. Everybody that sent me messages all day on Skype saying, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I was out all day, like doing a million things. And, you know, I'm going to be really busy coming up here in the next coming, I don't know what's going to happen to me, but it's going to be really busy coming up. We put up a poll, which is crazy. Should Cody go heel? Damn! 87%. 87% say Cody should go friggin' heel. That's crazy. So tomorrow night is supposed to be Out of Nowhere. I may be live for Out of Nowhere tomorrow. Or be live with something tomorrow night for Out of Nowhere. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. Hopefully there's a lot of wrestling news. If there isn't, I don't know. Probably take calls and shit like that. But Friday night will be Monetize This. And hopefully a lot of you guys show up for that and come hang out. I assume Jake won't. Obviously, he'll be in the hospital. Jesse won't be here. He'll be at surgery. So, yeah, we could use some players on Friday night, no doubt about it. So if you're out there and you're looking to be on Monetize This, try to DM me and message me about it. Preferably, hopefully, you've been on before. But, you know, I don't know. We'll take anybody. If you can be good, call up the show. We'll try to put you on for a little bit at a time, everybody, and have a good time Friday. For Monetize This Friday night. And we're going to determine the fate of the belt and figure out what's going on. I mean, Garguts said he was going to mail it back by a couple days ago. I don't know if Garguts did mail the belt back a couple days ago or not yet. I haven't talked to him, haven't heard. And if it gets to Jake will, I don't know if Jake will even be home to get it when it gets there. But, we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. That's all I got. Happy birthday, What happened, Crazy Horse? Why'd you retract your shit? Happy birthday to Jake DeMarco. Luckily, the doctors caught the pulmonary embolism, bro. That would have been very bad if they didn't. So happy they caught that. Thank you so much to Jake, man, for everything he's always done. If he's listening, I hope he's okay. I can't wait till he gets out. Try to figure out what to do for his birthday. Got to celebrate his birthday another day, since this is a bullshit birthday. This don't count, man. You're doing another celebration in a week or two or whatever it takes. I don't care if I got to show up there with a stripper goddamn clown bitch. It's going down.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.